What is going on, guys? Linus here, and welcome to another video about WarZ, or the WarZ, whichever you prefer. I've been keeping a close eye on the forums, the patch notes and whatnot, and I've been playing the game, just alpha testing it. And I'm not gonna lie, I want this game to succeed. I paid money for this game. I want to see it turn into a good game, that it is, fun to play, that doesn't have as many bugs as it has right now. And the beta was supposed to come out yesterday. There's some few interesting images that show that the beta was supposed to come out on the 31st, which is for me yesterday. For some Americans, actually, it should be yesterday as well. But maybe for some people, it's still the 31st. And the beta's not coming out. That's the interesting part. They were marketing this game as an alpha pre-purchase where you paid a sum of money, which was, I think, $30, and you could get into the alpha, which I paid. And the beta was supposed to start on the 31st. Now, as I expressed in my earlier videos, the game was just not ready to go into beta that fast. It was still pretty terrible. There were so many bugs, but they're constantly patching it, so I have high hopes to see that it's going to turn into a better game, because I mean, at this point, there's still lots of bugs, and they're still tweaking the zombies, because at this point, it's almost impossible to get away from zombies the way you do in other games that have zombies. You can just run away or whatever. But right now, zombies are exactly as fast as humans, unless you're sprinting. But your sprint bar only, takes so long to drain, and after that, they're exactly as fast as you. So it's pretty much impossible to get away from zombies in the alpha as it is right now, unless you have a firearm, you can shoot them. But right now there's just no way to get away from them, which in my opinion is not really a good gameplay mechanic. I think zombies are supposed to be slow, shambling corpses, and if they are slow, then you should be able to get away from them and not have them the exact same speed as the human characters. Maybe even 10% slower will do the trick, but they have to be... you have to be able to get away from zombies. That's the way these games work. If you get cornered by zombies, you have no weapon, no way to fight, you should be able to get away. In my opinion, you can just say, oh, you're terrible at the game, you suck, it's still an alpha. I don't care, it should be playable, and the way I'm looking at it right now, it's not playable. I've tried playing it so many times. I have put a bunch of hours into this game. And at this point, it's just almost impossible to survive for very long because of the players that kill every single person. My solution to this problem will be to have a PvE server where there is no people killing each other and there's only fighting zombies together. Because that way you actually get sort of a sense of a community where you're working together to survive the zombie apocalypse. And right now, it's just a deathmatch with zombies in it. So for now, it's not really working for me. But the beta was supposed to come out on the 31st, and like I expressed when I made the earlier videos, there was just no way that it was going to turn into a good beta at the time that that it was supposed to start, which was, I think, like 16 days, because it launched on the 15th, I think, or the 16th. I'm not really sure anymore. I think October 15th, I think. And the beta was supposed to come out the 31st, and in the beta, you were supposedly allowed to record gameplay, make screenshots, all the stuff that we're not allowed to do right now. And obviously they cannot allow it because the game is still a pretty horribly broken mess. Like I said, I do play the game. Okay, so all you saying, oh, it's just an alpha, you're a fanboy of DayZ. I haven't played DayZ in months. I'm not a fanboy. I want this game to succeed. If I thought this game was going to be terrible, why would I invest money in it? I want to help the developers make this into an enjoyable experience for everyone, and right now it just isn't for most people. There's still lots of glitches, such as invisible stuff going on, graphics glitches, and I'm pretty sure graphics glitches are going to be fixed. I mean, I have high hopes for that. Not for the animations. I'm pretty sure those will stay exactly the way they are right now, which means that if this game goes into beta, I think not a lot of people are going to purchase it anymore because it just doesn't look very good. The graphics are nice. Compared to other zombie survival games. I don't want to mention the game anymore, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. This game has better graphics. That's a fact. The character models look better, the zombie models look better, and everything around you looks way better. And the reason for that is that the previous game that I am not going to mention is a mod for a game that's really old, and this is a mod. Well, it's not really a mod. They're not marketing it as a mod, but it is a mod for the War Inc. that's a game they previously made or that was made by some studio associated with them. And they basically took every model, every weapon, and all that kind of stuff from that game. And that game is way newer, War Inc. So obviously this game will look way better. But the animations are still atrocious to look at. They're terrible. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not just bashing the game, but the animations are still terrible. I really hope they fix those, because that would make my enjoyability of this alpha way better. Now, I just think it's interesting that there's no mention of the beta not happening anymore on the official forums. I have been browsing them for about an hour now, just looking for mentions of the beta, and some people seem to know that the developers said that the beta will no longer be taking place, and it's just been postponed until a date that has not been mentioned, which is, in my opinion, bad news, because that could mean that this game is going to be an alpha forever. It can be an alpha for as long as it wants, which could be a year for all we know. I have no idea. But it's still got tons of problems, and I really want them to fix it, because, like I said, I invested money in this game. I paid for it because I thought it looked fun, and it is fun in short bursts. I mean, sometimes you're having a ton of fun. Sometimes you spawn, you immediately get killed by zombies that you didn't even see because you only just spawned. And right now, the biggest problem that I've heard of is hackers. I mean, any game will attract hackers, but in the WarZ, they're quite terrible. They are being sold for pretty cheap. I think like $10 you can buy a package of hacks that gives you wall hacks where you can see every player, every item that is on the map in like 1 kilometer radius of you. I mean, lots of people have been reporting people that have been underground, hackers underground, that have been killing people, flying hackers, God mode hackers. There's all sorts of hackers that kill entire clans of people without being stopped. And I have to say that I'm really sad. I mean, I have encountered some hackers myself, but it hasn't been that bad on my servers. Maybe it's worse on the North American servers. I have no idea yet. I haven't played the game in, I think, 3 days, so who knows? The amount of hackers may have increased. But I've been hearing all sorts of reports of, like I said, flying people, invisible people, people with God mode, people just sniping other players with a pistol from like 1,000 meters, where normally you would not be able to take that shot at all, and now they just kill people in one shot, and it is ridiculous. So I do hope they fix that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there is no beta. I said I would apologize if the beta came out on the 31st and it was going to look way better, and that's not really happening right now. It doesn't look way better. It doesn't seem like there is too much change. It is still, for most people, a very unplayable experience. Lots of people are already dropping the alpha because of the hacking problem. I've seen some posts by the game lead developer, or whatever he is. His name is Sergey something, Titov or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's probably a Russian name. That said, there's fake hacks, and, stay away from those. Honestly, I haven't seen any fake hacks. All I've seen is real hacks. People that use just freaking external programs to enhance their WarZ experience. And to be honest, it is kind of breaking the game for me. I'm going to try playing it again, probably after I'm done recording this. But I just wanted to let you guys know that the beta will no longer be happening for now. It has been postponed until a date that has not been mentioned at all. I couldn't find any mention of it on the forums, which is, I'm pretty sure, the biggest place to share information. I've only heard that the beta was actually postponed by people that heard that from the developers somehow, but I could not find a official post by developers saying that the alpha was being kept going longer and that there would be no beta. So I'm a little confused right now. I truly hope that this will not be bad news for those of you that, like me, paid money for this, because, I mean, let's be honest, paying money for the alpha was not really worth it. It is not a very fun experience most of the time. Sometimes you're having fun, then you get shot by a hacker, by another player that is just killing everybody ever. So I have to say that right now I am a little disappointed. I mean, I felt this way when I, started playing the alpha, but it wasn't patched yet, so that's normal. But now they're patching it, and it's still not really great. So I want to finish this little video by saying that I'm not just bashing the alpha, I'm just pointing out the obvious glaring flaws. Lots of people have been saying that I'm a fanboy, that it's an alpha, everything's going to be fixed. the worst thing is, on the forums, almost everybody is a fanboy. If you want this game to actually improve, it may not be a great idea to go onto the forums where normal people post, but just let, people that actually develop the game know this stuff. Because I've seen posts about hacking, and about 99% of the replies are, no, there's no hacks, you're lying, you're just shit at the game, it's an alpha, so obviously they're going to fix these hacks. I'm going to keep my eyes open, I'm going to keep playing this game, and I will keep, giving it a chance. I mean, I'm not that way that I'm going to play for an hour and then immediately dismiss it as a broken mess, but yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the forums, seeing what's happening. I'll keep you guys updated that are also playing this game. But right now, there's a lot of problems still. I just wanted to point out that I'm not mindlessly bashing the game. I'm just keeping an eye on its progress. I'm just letting you guys know what is happening with it. And I hope you guys respect that and don't just start spamming that I suck at the game, that it's just an alpha, because I've heard that story a million times where they're just, yeah, it has problems, but it's an alpha. They're going to fix every single problem the game has. I promise. Please believe me. I doubt it. I doubt they're going to fix every single problem the game has. They're not the most dedicated team. That's not the word I wanted to use. It's not like a giant team that develops games. I think it's a pretty small sort of developing team. I couldn't find any information on that either, so who knows. But I just don't think that this game is going to just magically become awesome one day. It just has too many problems, from the graphics to the animations to the hacks to the cheaters to the PvP. And honestly, if they're not going to put in PvE servers, which means player versus environment, if I'm not mistaken, then there's for me little cause to keep playing, because pretty much every single person that plays this game will shoot you on sight in the face with a gun that they just found. So just letting you guys know that are thinking of purchasing the alpha, do not do it if you're expecting a playable and fun game, because it will just ruin your enjoyment. All these problems will. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys later.